Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lonely Sims. Today, we've got a little bit of a different video. I think this is actually the first time that I've done a speed build on this channel. Yay! Anyway, real quick before we get into it, I mean, it's already into it. You're watching it, but gotta say the typical YouTube things. Subscribe, make sure you like, and comment below, all those things. Okay, cool. Anyway, so we're back with a speed build, y'all. This is the first one I put on this channel, and I'm actually kind of proud of it. It's not a furnished speed build. I'm just gonna start with that. It is definitely not furnished. It is kind of, so I did this is for family times, right? We're gonna start there. This is the house that Molly, Raven, and the kids are all moving into, and I am so excited to play with them in this new house. But I was like, okay, as I was building it, I was like, wait a minute. So we're moving in. This wouldn't be furnished. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to move into a house that's not furnished. I feel like that just makes more sense for like storytelling, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I have to build this and not furnish it, which actually makes it easier for me because building is not easy. I'm not a good builder. I'm not a good builder at all. I have seen some amazing things on the gallery. I have even shouted out some people's builds in my own LPs, and y'all are just, Simmers are so talented. I can only hope to be like a fraction, just like a sliver of a percentage as talented as y'all, because this is hard. And also roofing sucks. I don't understand. Like Sims 3, I appreciated her because she was the roofing queen, if I'm remembering correctly. Again, y'all know I have a terrible memory. I have not played The Sims 3 in probably over a year now that I think about it. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pick that game back up again. I just realized I've got my fan going in the background and it is hitting my blinds, so I am very much hoping that you can't hear that. I'm gonna actively try to move over here and move my fan and also continue talking in the video at the same time. Oh my gosh. All right. Hopefully this is better. Definitely not because the fan is closer. Ooh, y'all. You listen. I Let me explain. I'm over here stuttering. Let me explain, okay? I have had a very interesting week. It's been a nice week, don't get me wrong. I'm engaged now, by the way, you guys. If you follow me on Threads or on Twitter, you know I am engaged. So fun and excitement and happiness there. But my anxiety and my depression has been kicking my arse. So so I'm a little stressed out, you know what I mean? And just like trying to make it through every day without crying too much. If y'all understand, then I don't know, drop a crying a happy face emoji in the comments because that be me all the time, literally crying and laughing. Oh my gosh, if you watch One Piece, then I just got up to the Wano arc and I was watching. Oh my God, what's the character's name? The little kid who's like constantly got this big smile on her face. And she creeped me out at first. And then I realized like that's just it. There's a whole story as to why they're like that, the village she's from. And it's actually quite sad. But anyway, um, yeah, that be me sometimes. Like literally smile on my face and still cry because life be hard, y'all. But anyway, so I forgot why I started telling you about that because wow, memory. But anyway, if I remember, I remember. Oh, I was talking about because the video started off so rocky with the fan and everything. So this week has just been really emotionally difficult, I would say. And so I didn't get to record. I'm always trying to record like in bulk so that I don't have to like stress myself out and I can just edit and like upload and have content the like Wednesdays and Saturdays like I want to, right? But it never works out that way. Or I'll like do it and then very quickly I'll be out of videos and I'm like, oh man. So it's like I'm constantly playing catch up. Well, anyway, this week I had I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do with family times, truthfully. I'm like sitting there like, okay, I know that I need to record this episode. I know it's Juliana's birthday. I know that like we're moving out, but something I just couldn't get myself to play my game. I just could not get myself to play my game, and I was like really stressed about it, and I couldn't sit at my desk. And then I've also really recently, I should say, started working from home more frequently again. So I think that because I'm at my desk for that, I am not wanting to sit at my desk for this. You know what I mean? I think that has a part to play in it as well. But also, I was kind of stuck with what I was because I didn't want to just do another birthday episode. You know what I mean? I wanted something in between that, and there isn't really anything. Like Juliana's birthday, if I'm not mistaken, is literally like in game tomorrow. So I was like, oh, there something's missing, and I don't know what it is, and I can't put my finger on it. And then I was sitting there, and I forgot what I was doing. I think I was just hanging out playing a video game with my boyfriend, and I was like, wait. I know what the problem is. I haven't built the house yet. I've been saying this whole time I'm gonna go into San Sequoia. As you can see, I'm finally there. I literally only went into San Sequoia in build buy mode. Like I've not gone in live mode at all. Let me know in the comments if you call it live or live mode. Anyway, I've not gone into live mode at all, and I'm very excited to actually move and like play in this house, right? But I realized that I hadn't built the house yet, and that was something I wanted to do before we moved. And that would be a perfect like intermission, right, between the episodes. So I was like, okay, now I'm feeling inspired again. And I was like, all right, let me sit down and record the build, right? So obviously, here it is, me building it. And then, I came up with the idea that like they should move into an empty house. I really like that idea. We are definitely going to like in the LP decorate with them. I feel like everybody has their own, especially Juliana's going to have a lot of ideas for what she likes and things like that. I feel like so we are going to decorate with Juliana. We'll decorate the kids' rooms. Or Reese's room, I should say. And then eventually, when Molly and Raven has their third child, we will decorate for them. But this is what we're working with so far. So, yeah, I hope y'all like it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not giving me like 5-bedroom family. It's giving me like, I don't I don't know. I don't know anywhere where I'm going with this at all, to be honest. I don't know where I'm going with this. I am not a builder, like I said. So who am I to critique to critique my own build? Y'all let me know down below what it's giving you because it's giving me cute at the end of it. I actually really liked it, but we'll see. I will say that doing landscaping is before we even get to landscaping, how- figuring out how I want a house to look is so difficult for me, and I do not let me know if y'all have that struggle too. Like, do you even build in your game? Because I know there are some people who refuse. They just don't build. They just download stuff off the gallery. I actually like to build my own houses as much as I can if I'm not like too annoyed by it, to be really honest with y'all. And the main reason for that is because I like to have my own spin on everything in my game. You know what I mean? So even when I like download something off the gallery, like with David, Lauren's boyfriend, are they boyfriend? Yeah, Lauren's boyfriend. Um, the even with him, I went into Cass and I changed up just a couple things, not of his appearance per se, but of his like likes and dislikes. I added my own touch to it. So I do just like to have like my own builds, and I do want someday to have, oh my gosh. Okay, so if y'all don't know, I'm from New York. Not born, but like raised in New York. And I oh my God, I totally lost my train of thought. I freaking love like cityscapes, I guess you could say. And City Living is actually one of my favorite packs for that reason. And I feel like we will never get another world that has that kind of vibe to it because of City Living being a pack in and of itself, and how, companies like their money. Anyway, but the point here is I do want to try to build my own save, at least start with Newcrest, because again, not a good builder. This is a huge, wild aspiration of mine that's like probably never gonna happen, but we'll see. I kind of want to do like a city world where like every world has like its own kind of like major city situation, if y'all get my vibe. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but like let's say Newcrest, right? Newcrest would have like houses and stuff, like a little rural area, but then you'd have your urban area, your like buildings and stuff. Yeah, I think that would be really cute. I think it would be fun because first of all, I love apartment living in the city living. The only thing that I don't love is some of the like forced things we have to deal with. And granted, yes, living in apartment situations, you also have to deal with things like that. But when you're playing your game, sometimes you don't want to have to deal with the same exact forced situations all the time, every time, right? So it'd be just really nice to like, and then also just having like a different view. Like city living, what is it called? What's the city? San Myshuno. San Myshuno is really actually very pretty. I love San Myshuno. It's done very well. It very much gives you city vibes, but I want to see something more. I want to see more. I want to see more. I really want to see more. So if I have to make it myself, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I've seen some very beautiful, like city building, New York City vibe builds. And I was like, ooh, yes. My boyfriend's also from New York. And I was like, babe, does this give you New York vibes? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, all right. It can be done in game. It can be done in game. I'm very excited for that. But that's something we'll see that potentially. I bring that up because I also, now that I've done this speed build, I'm like, dang, I think I might be willing to do more. Like, it's kind of fun to like be able to sit down and put on my game and play my game and not have to actively come up with dialogue while I'm playing, because that also can sometimes be quite stressful. Like when I'm trying to figure out what my Sims are talking about, that tends to like, especially in the moment, that tends to like not stress me, but like I don't know what they're saying. I'm not good at like just like coming up with things on the whim like that at all. I am an overthinker at my core. So things like that, like the moment I say something, I'm automatically like, wait, was that right? You know what I mean? So I'm not a great like dialogue person unless I write the dialogue prior to the video, which I never do, to be really honest with you guys. I just have a general idea of what I want to happen in the video. And I have like an ultimate goal for my Sims. Like in both LPs, I have ultimate goals for my Sims. I know what Reese's future looks like. Like I know what I know what his career will be. I know, you know what I mean? With Juliana, I'm still kind of figuring things out for her. And that's only because with Reese, I figured it out quite instantly. It was like, oh, you're giving me these vibes. You know what I mean? With Juliana is, I don't know. She's a toddler right now. And my voice is cracking, so I apologize if for the next like 7 minutes of this video I sound ridiculous. But Juliana is a toddler, and thus I can't figure her out. But Reese, as an infant, just the way he looks to me, I was like, all right, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing him. I'm excited to see what vibes Juliana gives me as a child sim, because oh my gosh, she is also gonna have a bright future. I have a basic idea of what her future looks like, but I haven't picked like any careers or anything like that for her. I haven't done any of that like major life choice type of stuff. I just know, small things about Juliana's future. And when it comes to Molly and Raven, I actually just changed something based on a suggestion from my fiance. And I, like, okay, can y'all actually not determine, what's the word I'm looking for? Be the tiebreaker in this, because me and my fiance have been having this conversation back and forth, and I'm like, wait a minute. So just because we're engaged, I absolutely have to call him a fiance now? Like, why can't he still be called my boyfriend? The word fiance is lovely and everything. Don't take anything away from that. But like, what's wrong with saying boyfriend? That's just easier for me than saying fiance. Fiance sounds very fancy, and I'm not a fancy person. And he's like, well, if you call me boyfriend, that's taking it away from me. And I'm like, okay, I kind of see that. But I want a tiebreaker anyway, even though my mom was the tiebreaker. Yeah, we be having way too much fun in my house. I swear. We be having the weirdest conversations. But I definitely want y'all's opinion on this because I was genuinely thinking about it. Like, I wonder, because I don't know that other people in everyday conversation just be like, yeah, my fiance. That, like, I don't know. That just sounds very braggy to me. Is that weird? Let me know. Am I overthinking this? Probably. Anyway, back to the build. Ooh, if y'all notice with the kitchen. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not going to cut that out. Please excuse me. Again, my voice, not cute. But if y'all notice with the kitchen, I did that like little half tile thing. So you do that by pressing Control F. And what I noticed is when you press Control F, it stays like that. So that's a little tip. I didn't notice that at first. So you actually have to press Control F again for it to go back to normal. Now, I believe that that's the case. I could have misinterpreted or misunderstood, I should say, what had happened while I was playing, but I'm pretty sure that that's what happens. So when you press Control F, I believe, it will change it to, and then you have to press Control F again to change it back to doing the full tile, instead of the half tile. So I found that to be really, really cool. I also found that mailbox to be really, really, I did not realize I had that mailbox. And I hope that was a base game thing. I tried to do this build and I almost said not growing together. I almost said get ready with me instead of growing together. Imagine. No, I tried to use just growing together and the base game stuff in this build. I believe I was successful in that. I hope I was, because there were moments where I may not have paid too much attention to it, to be honest with you. But I think that I would manage to do just base game and growing together. So, and I will put this on the gallery after I upload it. So it is actually 2:43 in the morning when I'm recording this for y'all right now. And it is the 10th of August. So it is Thursday, 2:43 in the morning. So this is actually getting uploaded today. It was supposed to be uploaded yesterday, but y'all heard what I said at the beginning of the video. So it's being uploaded today and it should be up by about 12:30 p.m. That's what I tend to like to do. So yes, we're gonna have this up by then. And I will put it on the gallery after I've uploaded it. So actually, you know what? Don't hold me to that. I'm not going to lie. Don't hold me to that because I do work today, y'all. I work tonight. So I might just fall asleep and I do have things to do later. So I might not get on my laptop again until like tomorrow. So I will put it up. I promise I will put it up on the gallery. Leave me a comment below to remind me as well, to be real honest with y'all, because y'all know I do be forgetting things. But definitely leave me a comment below if you don't see that it's up on the gallery yet, and I will see that, I promise, because I try to respond to every comment. There are some that a couple of them that I haven't responded to, and I keep looking at my YouTube studio. So if you know, when you're making videos on YouTube, when you get comments, it shows you your comments when you pull it up on your app. And there's one that was like from a few months ago, and the only reason I didn't respond to it was because it was a literal duplicate of a comment I responded to on a previous video. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna I already responded to it. And it was advice that someone was giving, but I had explained to them why that particular advice I wasn't going to take it at that moment. And it's just because it didn't align with the type of content that I'm making. That's really all. It's not that it was bad advice. It just doesn't align with what I'm doing. And then the second comment, I don't understand it, so I didn't respond to it. And if you are the person that I didn't respond to, I'm sorry. I just genuinely am not sure what your comment meant, and so I didn't want to respond to it incorrectly. So I just didn't respond. I'm an overthinker. I'm sorry. That's what we do. That is what I literally have a bad. So like, if you follow me on Twitter or Threads, you'll notice I don't post super often, and that's honestly because I'll get on and I'll type something out, and then I'll read it and I'll be like, nah, never mind, and I'll delete. I will delete the entire thing. I just overthink way too much, and I need to find ways to combat that. But that is not something we have time to discuss today. So we are actually getting close to the end of this video. I put a breadfruit tree in this build. I am half Jamaican. I absolutely love breadfruit. If you ever visit Jamaica in your life, take it from me, eat some breadfruit. Eat some breadfruit. It is so freaking good. So freaking good. Anyway, but I really wanted to put that in this build because I remembered that they have it, and I was like, ooh. When I first saw that tree in this game, I was like, I genuinely want to know who put that in the game. Which one of you lovely individuals decided, you know what? The Sims 4 needs a breadfruit tree, because whoever it was, I thank you. I really do thank you. It was something I didn't realize I needed. And yes, I did need it. Thank you. So this is actually a part of the build that I'm actually kind of excited about in a weird way. I made a little like playpen, I guess you could say. And when our family moves, so that little, like, you know, the treehouse thing, the way that I see it, like, the family moved and, you know, people were fixing stuff and things were just left around, you know what I mean? But this little playpen area, I feel like the family that lived here before had kids, and they probably had quite a few. This is a huge house, actually. This has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms in total. So yeah, this is quite a big house. And then, you know, the massive kitchen and dining room, and it's got 3 full bathrooms and the living room. So it's pretty big. But I'm realizing now that I have gone over the time allotted for me to do this video. So I'm going to insert a couple pictures real quick, but I just want to say that I really appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I love the support, and I cannot wait to to provide y'all with more content, different content, all the things. Like, I am so excited for the future of this channel and for my future as a content creator and our future as a community. I think it's going to be so awesome. Let me go ahead and get off of here, though, because apparently I'm going to have to put in a lot of videos in order for me to meet up this 23 minutes. All right, bye.